Okay, on today's vlog is all about doing a Mediterranean style chicken. We're basically going to be cooking a dish that you can do at home quite easily, and it's quite tasty. I'm just going to quickly run through you the ingredients and the cooking process. This is our ingredients at the moment, so we've got salt, pepper, oregano, garlic, parsley, paprika, fresh tomatoes, a tomato-based sauce which has got blended down peppers in it, garlic. It's already got a little bit of oil in there, just to add a little bit of flavour. Some red onions, some poached off and marinated vegetables. So it's got courgettes in it, aubergines, cherry tomatoes, a bit more red onion. It's all got a little bit of pesto oil in it. Just that's been marinated overnight, so add a bit more flavour. Some peppers, and then we're using chicken. So we're using chicken fillets that we've actually just diced up and ready to go. As you can hear in the background, the chicken's already started to be sealed off. Hiya Nicola, you alright?
Yeah.
So basically we're using a big like saute pan, or pretty much a paella style pan. We've got the chicken on high. We've added a little bit of oil. Now we tend to use oil because it doesn't burn the chicken. If you want to add, if you're going to do this really quick, then a bit of oil and a bit of butter, that will give you a bit more taste factor. But we're doing this because we want to get it cooking and sealed off. It's really important to seal meat off in a hot pan to retain the flavour, and it will still keep it nice and moist in the middle. It'll still keep it nice and moist in the middle. As you can see, let's just try and come back out again. Look at this, the size of the flame that we're using. So again, you can see it's on a quite high flame there. Sorry about my finger if you got in the way. So it's almost starting to cook. You can see a little bit of coloration. Now you do want some colour onto this. And again, we'll be adding as dry ingredients first. Always put your dry ingredients in there. This is good. It's a barrel of garlic. Again, you can use fresh garlic if you want. I've got a bit of paprika in there. It's all just good and just a little bit of taste factor, and now it's starting to smell lovely already. So just quickly go over that. Get that cooking away. So yeah, we're just flecking the onions off now to add a little bit of flavour. Now, if you want to save time, and you know, cook the onions off a little bit in advance if you want. Put them in the microwave, spin them through a little bit, and then just add them if you don't want that texture to it.
You don't have to put onions in if you don't like onions.
Yeah, if you don't like, you know, if you don't like onions, you don't like onions, do you?
No.
No, she's pulling
like
face. She's pulling face away. She likes them raw, but don't like them cooked. So if you don't like the onions, don't put the onions in. But you tend to find that most of your base sauces contain some sort of onions. If you don't like the texture of onions, I know you can get onion powder, or something that we tend to use in the hotel was celery salt. Celery salt, if you like, celery salt is absolutely divine. You use
nice
that
in pasta dishes.
Yeah, you can use it in anything, can't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pasta dishes is the best, especially in a cream.
Yeah, so if you're going to make like a chicken and mushroom sauce, chicken and mushroom in like a white sauce, add a bit of celery salt to it, or absolutely divine. So the peppers are now being added now. So the chicken's nice and firm, look, it's still nice and soft, as you see. Still spongy. That means it's obviously sealed itself off. Well, it hasn't sealed itself off, we've sealed it off. And it's got that, it's retaining the flavour still. Yeah, it's looking good, that, isn't it? It's looking good. So yeah, it's you can see how hot it is because it's just starting to bubble around the edges. So now we're just going to add a bit of this vegetable. And again, these vegetables, you could make these, get them all prepped up, and then pretty much once they're done, you can freeze them down if you want. Put them into vacuum packed bags or little plastic tubs or Chinese takeaway tubs, freeze them down. As you can see, this is quite a big bulky amount. This would probably feed, I reckon, a good 5 or 6 people. So how many chicken fillets do you reckon you've used on this? Probably a dozen?
Yeah, 12, 14.
So yeah, we've probably used about 14 chicken fillets. So this will be nice for a meal at night time if you wanted something a little bit different.
Be nice with a bit of noodles.
Yeah, a bit of noodles.
As I call them, noodles.
Oh, noodles, as wife calls them. But yeah, so it's as you can see, it's looking really good already. It's just cooking away. But this is something that you could do quick. If you wanted to cook this really quick, cut your chicken down smaller pieces. Your vegetables, cut them smaller. So you're almost getting to the stage it's like stir fry consistency. Now you could pretty much fry it off in a pan, add your tomato sauce to it, ready. Yeah, I reckon you could do this in probably 6 minutes at home, depending on your cooking ability. Some people it might take them 20, but it's all down to the size of the chicken, depends on how long it's going to take to cook. Obviously you need to make sure that it's
sometimes when you cook it quick, it makes it a bit dry.
It's cooked and so it's now you can see it's starting to bubble. So we're just going to add the tomatoes to it. We've got a special sand, so we're not used to. So we're adding just fresh tomatoes. So again, because it's a fresh ingredient, so we're trying to keep that till last minute, so you're still getting that bit of taste factor on it.
And they still stay pretty chunky, the tomatoes.
Yeah,
Put them in too early, they'll just fall to mush.
Now we've got an electronic probe that we use. You want to just see what that chicken's at now, temperature, boss. So we're looking for 70 pluses on this. So let's just show the probe and how the probe works. It's basically just a normal probe. This is what it's reading in the kitchen at the moment, 23 degrees, 24 degrees. It does get warmer obviously.
It's going up because it's next side of it.
It's going up. So we're just going to probe one of these chickens just so it gives you an idea on what it's reading. So it's, you can see it's still going up. So it needs to be 75 or above for us to legally serve this. But again, it's nowhere near. But once you find that we have the sauce, and we'll come back to that when it reaches its temperature. Once you find that we've added the sauce to it, it will definitely increase temperature. You might have to. You're going to add your sauce now, boss, and get that one. It's looking good, that. That's it. What's it smell like?
I think when you're cooking something yourself, you can't smell it.
Smell. Oh yeah, you can smell that. Look at that. You can smell it coming through the camera. So this is a sauce now into it. You can see how shiny it is, that sauce. That's the peppers. The peppers are obviously, we pureed the peppers down, skins off. Obviously de-seeded them, so we actually roasted the peppers in advance, and we de-seeded them, and then we just put them through like a thermal mix or a blender. You could chop them up if you wanted, but you'll never get them to puree down as much. I will show you how to roast peppers off, a bit of an old-fashioned way that I was taught years ago as being a chef, and it is something that you can do on the barbecue. So you could actually roast the peppers off in advance. Again, roast them, get them prepped, put them into freezer bags, take them out as you need them.
Roast tomatoes off, with sugar.
You can roast
tomatoes. Tomato jam.
Yeah, you can roast tomatoes off. So we're going to show you, eventually we'll be showing you on some of these vlogs, how to make chutneys, how to make pickle lily. Nicola makes a mean pickle lily, which is easy to make, and it's something that you cannot get probably abroad. We could buy it in the UK all day long, but you might not be able to get it in countries, that's not used to seeing pickle lily. It's something that you could have a go at making in a different country, and then think, oh, I've tried that pickle, that's homemade pickle, and obviously we'll give you our recipe that we use, that we know works and that you can do. You might have to basically minus the consistency and the quantities down, purely because we're cooking bulk now. I'm showing you bulk versions, but I'm doing this for a reason, so you can actually do it. You could do this, you know, tonight, and that would feed a good 6-7 people easy, wouldn't it?
Yeah, because you can have it with rice, noodles,
Yeah,
you can have it with anything.
you could have that with rice, you could have it with noodles.
You can even get cauliflower rice now.
Yeah,
I've seen that
you
in
could.
packets.
Yeah, you know, you can make cauliflower rice if you wanted and have that to it. If you were a vegetarian and you didn't want to do it with chicken, you could just do it with vegetables, but just cook your vegetables a lot more chunkier than what we're using. That we, you know, the Mediterranean mix that we've cooked off already. You could make it more chunky and do that yourself. You know, if I was doing it myself and I was vegetarian, I'd definitely be adding a little bit of veg stock to it, just to add a bit more flavour to it. But look at that now. You want to have a probe of one of them chicken pieces and see what it's up to. So we're just going to use this electronic probe again. You know, try some of these down here and see what these are up to. So what's that reading now on this probe? So go back to his electronic probe. Also I can get it in temperature wise. So yeah, so we're already up to 56. So that just shows you on the temperature, and this is still going up.
And it's always better to cook chicken in the stock because it keeps it moist.
Yeah, you're always better off trying to cook things in a liquid when you can. So you're still not quite done yet. So we're not miles away though, because we'll just keep stirring that. And this will, you know, simmer this for a good 20 minutes. But obviously you'll find that, you know, if you like a bit of wine, put a bit of wine into it. You can add a bit of red wine into it to add a bit more flavour. You can add a bit of cider into it if you wanted a bit of cider. If you really wanted, you could add a bit of beer in it. But we're just cooking for, you know, our customers and what we do. And this filling that we're doing now, this will go into, again, one of our large Yorkshire puddings. Or giant Yorkshire puddings, as the wife said. I call them large Yorkshire puddings. So yeah, this is a filling for one of those. That'll just go straight in as it is. We'll make the Yorkshire puddings up, and then we'll just heat this up, put this in, and then, oh, absolutely gorgeous. So we're just going to leave that to simmering. When we get back up to temperature, I'll be back with you. Okay, so we're back with you again. We just obviously left that simmering now for a good 10 minutes. We're just going to go and check the temperature of the chicken. So we're up to a temperature of 77 degrees, 77.6. So that's ready to come off now. So happy eating, everyone. Let's hope you enjoy that, and thank you very much.